If you're a leader in today's world, you are living with one massive tension, right? It's this constant push and pull between the frantic need for AI innovation and the absolute non-negotiable demand for safety and governance. And look, this isn't just the old move fast and break things mantra with a new AI sticker on it. It's not. The stakes are completely different now. And navigating this new reality, well, it requires a whole new way of thinking. So let's dive into what that actually looks like. So let's just frame the debate with a simple question. In one corner, you've got the cowboys. They're shipping beta AI to customers every single day, totally convinced that speed is the only competitive advantage left. And in the other corner, you have the crafters. They are meticulously, sometimes slowly, perfecting their governance frameworks because they are certain that one bad AI mistake could just erase decades of trust. The pressure to pick a side here is just immense. And if you feel that pressure, you are not wrong. A recent poll on this very topic makes the market's bias, well, crystal clear. The Cowboys are winning the popular vote, and it's not even that close. The message from the market is screaming, hesitate and you're obsolete. But, and this is the crucial question, what happens when all that speed runs headfirst into a wall? This is where the whole game changes. Think back to the Web 2.0 days. Breaking things meant, what? A coding bug, a button that didn't work, something you could patch and pretty much forget about. But in the AI era, the things we break are way bigger. We're talking about systemic trust, legal liability, our very license to operate. An AI failure doesn't just crash an app. It can inflict harm that you can't just patch away. And for a textbook example of this, we really don't have to look any further than Zillow. Their Zillow Offers division was this massive, massive bet on an AI-driven, high-velocity strategy. The idea was to use a sophisticated algorithm to just conquer the real estate market at lightning speed. And for a little while there, it really looked like it was working. But then the market started to cool off, and the algorithm, which was built purely for speed, just couldn't adapt. It kept making these aggressive offers based on old, hot market data, and it fell right into a trap called adverse selection. The outcome was a total catastrophic failure. We're talking the entire division shut down, a quarter of the workforce laid off, and the company taking a write-down of over $500 million. Zillow learned an incredibly expensive lesson. Speed without judgment is a recipe for disaster. And Zillow's story really just hammers home the core problem, doesn't it? The old playbooks, the old mental models we all have for risk and innovation, they just don't apply here anymore. To navigate this new, high-stakes world, we need a completely new framework for exercising judgment. So let's start with the first new concept for this framework, the forgiveness threshold. Think of it like an invisible line in the sand. On one side, a mistake is seen as a learning opportunity. On the other side, it's seen as just pure negligence. Crossing this threshold is exactly how you lose customers, investors, and your reputation, sometimes overnight. Now take a look at how dramatically that threshold changes depending on the industry you're in. For consumer entertainment, right, if a recommendation engine suggests a movie you hate, the stakes are super low. It's annoying, maybe, but totally forgivable. But as you move down this list into finance or healthcare, that threshold drops to practically zero. An error in a medical diagnostic tool isn't a glitch, it's a potential tragedy. Understanding exactly where your business sits on this hierarchy is basically step one for survival. The second concept is what we'll call the trust battery. It's a simple but really powerful metaphor. Every single reliable, successful interaction your customers have with your AI, that charges the battery. Every error, every glitch, that drains it. And here's the key. The rate of that drain is set by your forgiveness threshold. A seemingly small mistake in a high-stakes field can drain that battery from a full 100% to zero in an instant. Okay, so we've got these two powerful ideas, the forgiveness threshold and the trust battery, but they're just concepts. How do you actually put them to work inside your organization? The solution really lies in a fundamental shift in how you think about governance. You have to evolve from a compliance mindset to a judgment mindset. A compliance mindset is all about checking boxes. It's static, it's always looking backwards, and it is completely, utterly inadequate for the new kinds of risks AI throws at us. A judgment mindset, on the other hand, is all about navigating ambiguity. It's about empowering your people to apply context and, yes, moral clarity to situations that no checklist could ever possibly anticipate. So how do we make judgment more than just a buzzword? How do we turn it into a real business practice? Well, one of the most effective tools out there is the error budget, an idea borrowed from the world of site reliability engineering. This is how you stop debating speed versus safety and start making it a data-driven policy. Here's how simple it is to implement. First, you set a clear reliability target, let's say 95% accuracy for your AI. That remaining 5%, that becomes your error budget. Now, as long as you are within that budget, your teams are free to go full speed ahead, ship new features, innovate. But the second you exceed it, all new development freezes. The entire focus shifts to safety and reliability until you're back in the green. So the crucial point is this: you have to earn the right to move fast. And this brings us to the ultimate reframe. This is the resolution to that whole cowboy versus crafter dilemma we started with. It was never a choice between speed and safety. The reality is that in the AI era, safety is the precondition for speed. Just think about a Formula One race car for a second. What allows that driver to hit 200 miles an hour? It's not just the powerful engine. It's the world-class brakes, the advanced aerodynamics, the steel guardrails lining the track. Those safety systems don't slow the driver down. They are what gives them the confidence to push that car to its absolute limit. And robust AI governance does the exact same thing for your organization. So, as we wrap this up, let's go all the way back to that first question. Are you a cowboy or a crafter? The real answer, of course, is that to succeed, you have to be both. You need the ambition of the cowboy, guided by the wisdom of the crafter. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Is your company's current speed a deliberate, safety-first strategy? Or is it just a privilege you haven't been forced to surrender? Yet.